because I remember the first bumper sticker I saw. I learned that I got hairy legs that turned blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight and then watch the hair come back up again. Then I learned about kids jumping on my lap. I love kids jumping on my lap. Oh, I'm in trouble. What are we, nuts? Dead. You know, come on, man. Give me a little break here. Get a life. Taking cocaine or not? What do you think? Huh? Come on, man. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot. You know, come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You have a problem figuring out whether you're from me or Trump, and you ain't black.
That happened enough, and people start waking up. When people wake up, I guess that's a good way to consider them being quote-unquote red-pilled, which if you don't know what that means already, watch The Matrix, the old one, not the new one. I heard the new one's like, which every movie after like 2014, I swear to God, no one's super hyped on, except for maybe Ready Player One, which is sketchy. But in The Matrix one, it's like, take the blue pill, red pill, Neo, and then you could do karate and get out of this tube. Which, it's like the metaverse, you know? That's all The Matrix was. But yeah, when someone like fucking takes a big whopping reality check to the dome, it's what people would consider red pilling as well. Just toss that in there, that's what he calls it. I guess he doesn't even mention it that much, just waking up. But like another example is over Christmas, a family friend from Brazil called and left a voicemail like, hey, blah blah blah, we all caught COVID, we were all triple vaxxed and we still got it, which is crazy. And this is her voicemail. Just heard it hours ago. She's like, it's weird because the teenagers that we had who are also vaccinated, they had never caught COVID in the last couple of years. And Brazil was relatively lenient compared to most places. And now, and verbatim, or give or take, I'm like paraphrasing, but essentially what was continued to be said was, it's weird how they keep pushing more and more. Like, I don't know, he's starting to have some questions. And that is the key phrase. Start to ask some fucking questions, I guess. Which, that's why I like smoking weed, you know? I'll smoke a blunt and just ask the stupidest questions and play it along in my head, whether I'm solo or with someone. Which sucks sometimes. Apparently people like to just be quiet and smoke weed. I like to talk, whether it was back in the day, JFK. Back in the day, JFK conspiracies or not. Never mattered to me. I didn't give a shit. But I was semi-red pilled, which, like, my first red pilling moment was because, again, Mexican, don't want to hammer that. I don't want to beat that donkey dead, right? Or beat the dead horse, but Mexican is donkey. Something's there. We'll work on it. But I was like senior in high school in AP English. I fucking wrote, they like let us choose what paper to write, like what subject, and I wrote why marijuana became illegal in the US. And the red pilling moment was, I thought it was gonna be because some type of medical basis, right? Wrong. I kind of knew it was a little bit about the oil industry. It goes in on DuPont oil. And how, like, they helped establish what we now know as, like, the DEA, and it was first for weed. But what was really interesting and the biggest red pilling, it kind of turned me on to this life of informational crime, I guess you can say, is the justification that the U.S. used to fucking illegalize weed was Mexicans. Because we were in a war with them. I was like, dude, Mexicans are what? They're fucking saying that they're just out here smoking weed, raping people. Like, they're destroying the sanctity of both Mexicanism and weed. What are you doing, guys? And that was DuPont Oil Company. Is based out of France. DuPont, obviously. I think they were also a big contributor to the fucking World War II efforts and worked with Ford during the assembly line. But yeah, they made it illegal. And that red pilled me. Was because, like, hemp could make oil, right? Or diesel fuel, essentially. There's like a solution, a mixture you can do where you squeeze the seeds of fucking weed plants and the juices that come out, mix them with some shit, and boom, you can run your tractor to make more weed. bop, 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 you know, good system. Anyone could grow oil in the backyard, and they had to make that illegal and blame the Mexicans. That woke my ass up, and now I'm here, not trying to wake your ass up, but just trying to put it in words that you're like, oh, okay, for sure. I get it. Like, when I hear AOC bitching all the time, I'm like, I get what you're saying. I was on that side. I just don't think it'll work. Not I used to. I don't anymore. But I get why you're saying that. It might work. Chances are it doesn't, but for sure. And her big fucking... I'm not one to talk, but she got some big-ass teeth. Whatever. I think her heart's in the right place. It's just her brain's in the fucking pig shit. No, I didn't mean to harp on AOC. She's doing her best. It's just pretty bad. Red pill.
The corn pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
I can hardly wait to meet with that guy who is the stable genius.
Come on, man. I am very willing to let the public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. Come on, man. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids. Come on, man. I mean, come on. Take a look at the record.
I know a lot of weed smokers.
Come on, man.
Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds.
But I mean, come on, man.
Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot.
You know, come on, man.
You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. Why the hell would I take a test? I am, man.
A black man invented the light bulb, not a white guy named Edison. Okay?